Okay, question number 1. Find the slope of the slope of the line passing through the point. Okay. Through the points 2 and 4 and 3 and 6. Okay. Through the points 2 and 4 and 3 and 6. And we need to find the slope. And then we need to indicate whether the line that goes through this point rises, falls, or horizontal, or is vertical. So before we start solving this, I would like to give you some general understanding. So slope, we usually use the letter M for slope, and slope is equal y2 minus y1 x2 minus x1. So in this case we will have here x1 y1, because when we have coordinate, first number is always nailed for x1, second number is nailed for y1, and here x2 and y2. Now could I switch and 2 and 4 take as a x2 y2 and 3 and 6 take as a x1 y1? Absolutely. There will be no difference whatsoever. So you still would end up with the same answer. Okay. So M is equal y2 minus y1, x2 minus x1. This is definition of the slope. Okay. Next, if we get slope positive, greater than 0, then the graph or the line is rising. If we get slope negative, then the line is falling. When M is 0, then we have flat horizontal line. Move more down. And if we have M is equal infinity, then the line is going vertically. Okay? And the other thing I need to write down the format of slope-intercept. Slope-intercept is y is equal mx plus b, where m is your slope and b is your y-intercept. Okay, so we can start working on this problem. So we accepted that we have 2 and 4 is x1, y1, 3 and 6 is x2, y2. And our goal is to find slope. So M is equal, based on formula, we have to do this formula. We have to do y2 minus y1. y2 is 6. Oops. 6 minus 4. And 3 minus 2. Okay. This is going to be equal to 2 over 1. So, which is going to be 2. And our slope is 2, right? Since M is greater than 0, which is positive 2, then our graph is rising, right? Okay. Question number 2. The same task for the given points, which is we need to find the slope and identify if the line that goes through this point is point rises or falls or horizontal or vertical. So we have points -1 and 4, and we have points 6 and 2. Okay, you make space so I can write down. So in this case, I'm going to use this one as a x2, y2, and this one is a x1, y1. So to show you that it doesn't matter which one will be set of x2, y2, which one would be set of x1, y1. So let's find out our m. The m still follows the same way. I can take y2, 4 minus y1, which is 2. I can take x2, -1, minus x1, minus 6. So we get 2 over -7. So our slope. So the slope is less than 0, which means the graph is gonna fall, right? By the way, something came to my mind, and I wanna bring to your attention. This definition of slope, so instead of y2 minus y1, x2 minus x1, it also can be y1 minus y2, x1 minus x2. Doesn't matter. What is important, so if the first term, let me see. If the first term here, you start with y2, then the bottom also has to be y2. Okay? Second term, if you have y1, then x also has to be y1. The index you have to keep the same. See here, if I started y1, in denominator also I started with x1. Here I subtracted y2, in denominator also x2. That's what is important. Otherwise, you will do y2 minus y1 or y1 minus y2. It's not important. You will get the same answer. Just keep the index. If you started with y2, in denominator, you start with x2. If you started with y1 in numerator, then denominator, you start with x1. I hope I made myself clear. So, question number 3. Now we need to write the point slope form of the line. So in this case, we have m is equal 3. So we're changing given data. Slope is given. So we need to find practically the equation that represents the line given slope and point, -5 and 5. Okay, so what we're gonna do in this case, I'm using again m is equal y minus y1, x minus x1. So if you are wondering why I didn't put y2 minus y1, x2 minus x1, for a very simple reason that I have only one coordinate here, x1 and y1. So that's why I kept y and x general form, and here x1 and y1. Okay, so from here I can insist, since we have equation, in the denominator we have it x minus x1, so to get rid of denominator, then I have to do here also x minus x1 to bring to common denominator, right? In the same change to numerator. Okay, I drop this, and as a result, I'm going to get m times x minus x1 equal y minus y1. And this is important formula I'm going to work with every single time I am given slope and 1 point. Okay? Okay. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to plug m, x1 and y1. Our m is free. X minus x1 is -5 equal y minus my y1 is 5. Okay, now let us simplify. Yes, we get 3 times x plus 5 is equal y minus 5. Now this form of equation is a slope point form. Slope or point slope form. Point slope form. This is too thick. Let me make it thinner. Okay. Point slope form. This one. Now we need to get our equation in the format of slope-intercept, which is this one. Okay, slope-intercept. So how are we gonna get? Just keep simplifying and getting y. So if I move -5 on this side, remember, every time I move any term over this equal sign, I'm going to flip the sign. It was -5 will become +5. So 3 times x plus 5 plus 5 is equal y. So let's simplify. 3x plus 15, I am distributing, yes, plus 5 is equal y, and 15 and 5 like terms, 3x plus 20 is equal y, or y is equal 3x plus 20. Does it looks like our slope-intercept? Like y is equal, let me write down here, mx plus b. So my b is 20 and here m is 3. Okay, so this is my slope-intercept form. Intercept. Okay, question number 4. Let me write down here. Same thing. M is equal -6, and our point is -2, -7, -2. All right, let's go over. We need to write the equation for the line in the form of point slope-intercept. Well, let's get going. So I'm using the format m times x minus x1 equal y minus y1. M is -6, x minus x1 is -7, equal y minus -2. Okay, because this is my x1, this is my y1. Okay, so let's simplify. We will get -6 times x plus 7 equal y plus 2, because we have negative, so it gives you plus. And this is point slope format. And then we keep simplifying. So I'm distributing -6 we get negative 6x minus 42 is equal y plus 2. Moving these two on this side, which is becoming negative, so negative 6x minus 42 minus 2 is equal y. Combining, negative 6x minus 44 is equal y. So from here, rewriting y is equal negative 6x minus 44. And this is our slope-intercept. Okay? Moving to question number 5. So, what do we have in this case? We have 2 points, negative 3, negative 6, and we're back to 2 points again, 2 and 9. So, using these 2 points, we need to write an equation for the line in point slope form and slope intercept form. Okay, so now given 2 points, I have to write down the same two these forms that we have here. This form and this form, right? So the only difference, instead of while here we had slope and point, here we have 2 points, which not a big deal, because given 2 points, we know how to find slope, correct? Okay, slope is equal, m is equal, now this time I'm writing y1 minus y2 and x1 minus x2. Okay, this is x1, it's too thick, I don't like it. x1, y1, x2, y2. Okay, so it's going to be equal, y1 is what? Negative 6 minus 9 and negative 3 minus 2. Result is negative 15, negative 5. The answer is 3. So the slope is negative. Guess what? The line is falling, right? Because it is negative. Okay, so slope is, we got 3. Now we back to this form where we have slope and point. Slope and point, right? The question is, which point? We have 2 of them. We have here 2 points. Which one? Either one. You can pick either one, slope and either point. So since working with positive numbers is more pleasant, so I'm choosing to work with x2 and y2. Okay? So therefore, I am using the format m times x minus x2 equal y minus y2. Remember that form here. Okay. So we have m is 3, x minus x2 is 2, equal y minus y2 is 9. Very good. This is going to be in our point slope form. Okay, now let's simplify further. 3x minus 6 equal y minus 9. So if I move this negative 9 here, will be positive 3x, 3x minus 6 plus 9 is equal y. 3x plus 3, like terms, is equal y. Or rewrite y is equal 3x plus 3. We are getting our slope-intercept form. Okay. Question number 6. Question number 6. Another one like this. So we have negative 7, 10, and we have 6 and 10. Given 2 points, write down the equation of the line in two forms, point-slope form and slope-intercept form. Okay, let's get going. So I'm going to look on this at the notation on the example 5 and solve exactly same way because we're going to do same thing. Okay, so m is equal, I'm going to do 10 y1 minus y2, 10 minus 10. And what do we have here? Negative 7 minus 6. We are getting interesting information here. 0 over negative 13, which is equal 0. Bingo. When we have m is 0, remember, let's go back here. M is equal 0. We have horizontal line, there is no slope. Yes? So we have horizontal line. Okay. Now let's plug to the second format. Okay? So we have m times x minus x1, let's take this time x1, y minus y1. And what do we get? 0 times x minus negative 7 and y minus 10. Why? Because this is my x1, this is my y1. Yes? And as a result, I'm going to get 0 times x plus 7 equal y minus 10. And this is our also point slope format. Let's simplify to get our slope intercept format. So 0 times whatever, I don't even care what is in parentheses, it's going to be 0, correct? So what do we have? 0 is equal y minus 10. From here, if I move 10 on this side, I will get positive 10, right? Because it was negative. Flipping over equal sign, I get positive. So 10 is equal y, or y is equal 10. And this is going to be our equation. Why? Because for the format we have y is equal mx plus b. If my m is 0, as we got here, then mx is going to be 0, and we will get y is equal b. So, which means 10 is our y-intercept. And this is our slope-intercept format. Let me move it here also. Okay? Moving to question number 7. So what do we have here? Give the slope and y-intercept of the line whose equation is given. Okay, now we are going backwards. Before it was giving us slope and intercept, we need to find the equation. Now we are given equation which is f of x is equal 4 over 5x minus 7. We need to find slope and intercept. Okay, so the slope is our m, which is coefficient of our x, and this is going to be our slope, 4 over 5. So m is equal 4 over 5. Okay, and y-intercept, this is our y-intercept. It's going to be equal negative 7. Okay, now we need to build the graph. Let's see, they want us to build this graph. How are we going to build the graph based on given equation with the method of slope-intercept? Okay, we can do it. It's not a big deal. Let's do it and show that we know how to do that. Okay. Okay. We always start with the graphing by slope-intercept format. We always start with y-intercept, which is negative 7. The negative 7 y-intercept meaning is a coordinate 0, negative 7, which is going to be down here. This is our y-axis, this is x-axis, right? So this is negative 1 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Negative 7. So this is our first point. Right here. Next. Next I'm working with my slope. Slope is equal 4 over 5, which means the upper number, which is number in denominator. Let me move it here so I can show you. Number in the numerator, it's running vertically, either up or down based on positive or negative. And the number in denominator always running horizontally. Okay? Either right or left based on sign. Since both of them are positive, it's very easy to figure out. So I'm going to go up by 4, but I'm going to go up from this y-intercept. So if I go up by 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. I came here. So guess what number is going to be? Negative 7 plus 4. We got to negative 3. Now, let's go here. We have to go by positive 5 horizontally. So let me break down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So from here, I'm going to go by 5. And now we have our points. First point is our intercept. Second point will show our slope. And the graph is going to go through these 2 points. Let me change the color so you can see. This is our graph. Okay? taking too much space. There we go. Question number 8. We are going to do exactly same task. Given f of x, going backwards, now equation is given. We need to find slope and intercept from the equation. So negative 4 over 5, 5x, and plus 8. Okay, first of all, our m is a coefficient of x, negative 4 over 5. And y-intercept is 8, or rather saying coordinate 0 and 8. I would like to invite your attention on something. Not in all cases slope is going to be negative 4 over 5x. Only in the case of if equation is given in the slope-intercept format. That's why in previous problems we learned to bring equation to slope-intercept format like this one. Very thick. Let me make it much better. Slope-intercept format. Okay. Now, if I would have, let's say, equation negative 3x plus 2y equal 5, then you do not dare to insist that negative 3 is slope. It's not. You have to have, so in this case what you have to do, you have to find the y from here, which is going to be 2y is equal, I move negative 3x, will be 3x plus 5, and divide everywhere by 2, and I would get y is equal 3 over 2x plus 5 over 2. See, I got the format of y is equal mx plus b, and only then I can say that 3 over 2 is our slope. Only in this format. Are we clear? Okay. Let me clean this. All right. So we continue working. We have our slope and we have our intercept. Now let's graph it. We are going to graph. Okay. So now my y-intercept is 8, which is coordinate 0, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Here is interesting thing. M is equal negative 4 over 5. So where this negative is going, when we have negative in front of numerator, in front of fraction, I can read negative 4 over 5. I can read as a 4 over negative 5. So either way it's going to work. So since I have here 8, if I take this form, 4 positive, then from 8 I have to go even higher, and I don't have space and I'm not interested to make a big graph. So rather I'm going to take this one, negative 4 over 5. So I'm going to go down by 4, okay? So let me mark down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 5. So I'm going to go down by 4. So here was 8, this 8, and I do minus 4, I will get to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 here. I would get to this 4, or go down 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then I have to go positive 5 horizontally. And now I have my second point. First point is y-intercept, second point is giving me slope. And the result is going to be falling graph of falling line. All right? Okay. Moving to question number 9. So we are given y is equal 3 over 7x. Now, if previously we had here f of x is equal, see here also we had f of x, it doesn't matter, f of x and y, it's the same thing, because y depends on x. So it's the same thing, so don't allow this notation confuse you. So what do we need to do? Give the slope and the intercept of the line with the given equation. Okay, then the graph. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing. Since we don't have any available terms, so that means it's 0, right? So our slope is going to be 3 over 7, and y-intercept, it's going to be 0, because we don't have one. Now let's build the graph. How are we going to build the graph in this case? Very easy. Since our graph is 0, our y-intercept is 0, we start from 0. That's where y is equal 0. And then I have m 3 over 7. So I'm going up by 3, 1, 2, 3, and then horizontally by 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. And my graph is going to be interesting observation. Every time when your y-intercept is 0, your graph is going to go through the origin, through the 0. Okay? Because y-intercept is the one that shifts your graph up or down. So we don't have y-intercept, therefore the graph is going through center, through 0. Okay. Question number 10. X is equal 4. X is equal 4. Let's graph it. It's asking to graph. So 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. My x is equal 4. There is no y, right? Absolutely, y doesn't exist. That's why my graph will never cross this y, and it's going to run vertically, which in what case it won't cross? When it's running parallel, correct? And that's exactly what's going to happen. This is my x is equal 4. Okay? Next, question number 11. I'm going to have, let me move it here. I can squeeze the other one also because it's very simple things, cases. Question number 11. Now we need to graph y is equal 7. Guess what? How it's going to graph run? It's going to run horizontally, right? Because now x is missing, which means graph can never cross your x-axis. And to do that, you have to use your graph that will run parallel to your x. Okay. You want to know what? Let me move it here down. So I need 7. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. Where is my graph? This will be y is equal 7. This is going to be my graph. Okay. Next, question number 12. So rewrite the equation 5x plus y. So we have equation 5x plus y minus 4 equals 0. So we need to write this equation in the slope-intercept format. Remember, slope-intercept format was y is equal mx plus b, which means I have to find y from here. So let's see, y is equal, I'm going to move negative 4 on this side, I'm going to move 5x on this side. And it's going to flip the sign. So 5x was positive, it's becoming negative 5x. Negative 4 will become positive 4. So this is our slope-intercept format. Okay, that's question A. And then we have question B. Let's see what it is about. Find the slope and intercept. Okay, so from here it's easy, right? M is equal how much? You're right, negative 5. And intercept, y-intercept is equal how much? Of course, 4, available term. All right, and now we need to build the graph. We can do that. We already know how to do it, right? So y-intercept is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is first point. We got it. Now, this is interesting. M is equal negative 5. So I'm going to represent as a fraction, negative 5 over 1. Yes? Okay. And I'm going to use, instead of negative 5 over 1, I'm going to go positive 5 over negative 1. So I'm going to use M. Why I'm doing this? Because I already left enough space here on the y-axis to move up. That's all. I'm going to use 5 over negative 1. So I'm going to go up by 5. So 1 from this point, right? From intercept. So if I had 4, if I go up by 5, will be 9, correct? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I'm going negative 1, which is coming this way, negative 1. and here is my second point. And my graph is this. This is my graph. Okay. Another case like that. Question number 13. So equation we have 2x plus 7y minus 14 is equal 0. So every time when you need to graph equation like this in the form of slope-intercept, you always have to bring to the format y is equal mx plus b, which we will do that. 7y is equal negative 2x plus 14, right? Okay, dividing by 7, because we need y, right? And what do we get? This is 1, this is 2. My y is going to be equal negative 2 over 7x plus 2. Okay, I brought to the slope-intercept format. Let's graph it. Yeah, what am I doing? So my y-intercept is positive 2. 1, 2. 1 point is here. Now I'm using negative 2 over 7. So I'm going down. This is 2 going down by 2. 1 and 2, which come to the 0. And then going 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so it's going to be right here. Right? So the graph is going to look like this. Yeah. Okay. And this one, let me see if I can stretch it. There we go. Okay. Question number 14. Now here it's going to use different method of graphing. So till now we were graphing based on slope and intercept. Now there is another method. It's a method of intercepts. Method of two intercepts. Let's do it. Question number 14. We have equation 7x minus 4y plus 28 is equal 0. Why I wrote down so big? I don't know. Okay, better. So how we're going to work with intercept? It's going to be x-intercept, y-intercept. So to get x-intercept, I'm going to explore two cases. When y is equal 0, how much will be x? And when x is equal 0, how much will be y? Those are method of two intercepts. So when y is equal 0, we get 7x plus 28 equals 0. okay? And then from here, 7x is equal negative 28, right? I moved on this side. And x is equal negative 4. So the first intercept is going to be, let me move here. Is going to be x is negative 4, y is 0. This is my first intercept. And the second one, when x is equal 0, I have 7x will become 0, obviously, from here, because 7 times 0 is going to be 0. And I will have negative 4y plus 28 equals 0. Okay, so from here, negative 4y equal negative 28. And I need to divide by negative 4 here, negative 4 here. This is gone. This will be 7. And my y is equal positive 7, right? So the second intercept is going to be 0 and 7. Those are two intercepts that we were looking for. So every time it will ask you to build a graph based on intercepts. So you take x is equal 0, find out how much will be y. And then you take y is equal 0, how much will be your x. Now let's build the graph. Let me move a little bit higher. I can do that. So okay. So first point, negative 4, 0. So first one is x. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Negative 4. And y is 0, so 1 point is right here. Second point, we have 0, 7. So 7 is my y here. So I'm going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is my second point. And I'm building the graph. Approximately going through the point. This is my graph. Question number 15, another one using intercepts. I pick 2 of each type so we can practice and you feel more comfortable with working with this method also. We have 5x minus 3y minus 15 is equal 0. Okay, we are using method of intercepts. Again, it doesn't matter which one you take first, x is equal 0 or y is equal 0. So let's take this time x is equal 0. When x is equal 0, 5x is gone, will be 0. And I will have negative 3y minus 15 equals 0. From here, negative 3y is equal positive 15. And then we divide by negative 3, and my y is going to be negative 5. So my first coordinate is 0, negative 5. Now y is equal 0. So in that case, here, negative 3y was going to be 0, yes? And we will have 5x minus 15 is equal 0. 5x is equal 15, and x is going to be equal 3. So I'm getting 3 and 0. Okay, let's build the graph. Well, okay, I did by hand already, never mind. So first point is 0, negative 5. So negative 5 is my y. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right here. Second point, 3 and 0. 1, 2, 3 and 0. Here we go. And the graph is right here. So this is negative 5. This is 3. Okay. Question number 16. We have 2 more problems and I will be done. Practicing again intercept. So in this case we have 5x plus 5y, and it's equal negative 25. So let's go, x is equal 0. We will have left 5y is equal negative 25, and y is equal negative 5 from here. So first coordinate will be 0, negative 5. I am going a little bit faster because we solved already 2 problems. And y is equal 0. So 5y is gone, right, from equation. And we get 5x is equal negative 5, negative 25, I'm sorry. And x is equal negative 5, which means coordinate will be negative 5 and 0. Okay, so the graph gonna be like that. So 0, negative 5 and negative 5, 0. Let me go 0, negative 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, negative 5. This is 1 point. And the other point is negative 5, 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Negative 5. Okay. And the last question. So 4x minus 2y equal negative 4. So x is equal 0. We have left negative 2y is equal negative 4. Dividing negative 2, negative 2. And our y is equal positive 2. So 0, positive 2. And second one, y is equal 0. We have left 4x is equal negative 4. And x is equal negative 1. So we have negative 1 and 0. Building the last graph. And we are done. So 0 and 2, 1 and 2 right here. And negative 1, here is negative 1. So this is 2, this is negative 1. And my graph is this. Okay, I'm done. Now at the end, I would like to explain to you which method you want to use. So it all depends on the what type of equation you have, what type of numbers. Let's say if I have negative 5x plus 7y is equal 12. Look at that. So it's not convenient to use method of intercepts because 12 divided by 5 is fraction, 12 divided by 7 is fraction, right? So it's not convenient. In this case, it's better to use slope-intercept method, right? But if you have, let's say, 6x minus 4y equal 24, look at that, 6, 4, 24. You can divide 24 and by 6 and by 4, then it's easier to use method of intercept. So it all depends on numbers in the equation, okay? That's how you, if it's fraction, if you have fraction, then it's easier to work with slope-intercept. If numbers talk, meaning you can divide like this one, 24, 4, and 6, then it's better use a method of intercept. Okay? Thank you for your patience and watching, and I hope you are learning. Give me sign that you like it. If I would keep going this way, put the like sign, put the like there so I will know that you are learning, you are enjoying, all is good. Okay? Thank you. I appreciate it. Following me. So I'll see you in next video. Bye for now.